Good morning again. My name is Trisha Jones, and I'm the Outreach and Inclusion Coordinator for Outdoor School. Before I get started, can I see a show of hands on who is an educator or representing a school district or a provider for Outdoor School? How many of you all will be participating in Outdoor School this year? Is anybody new to participation in Outdoor School? So when we talk about inclusion and outreach in Outdoor School, we are really talking about getting all students involved in Outdoor School. Like Chris said before, Outdoor School has a long history in Oregon. It's been around since the late 1950s. However, we haven't had dedicated funding for it, so there are very few programs, either provider-led or school district-led, that are consistent in the quality and types of programs that they've been able to provide to the students. And we also still have, within those numbers, students from rural communities, students from low-income communities haven't been as successful in terms of getting a consistent outdoor school experience. So in order to ground us all, I wanted to go over some definitions on what we're talking about when we talk about diversity, equity, and inclusion in outdoor school. So when we're talking about diversity, we're talking about all the ways that we can or are different every single way. The equity piece is when we remove those systemic barriers and any existence of conditions that would keep somebody from reaching their full potential, which is really important when we're talking about the types of programming that could be involved with outdoor school. And then inclusion is when people are able to come into a space with all their different identities and feel valued and feel that they belong and that they're welcomed. And I just want you to sit with that and think about in the programming, if you're a provider, whether that's a school who's doing their own outdoor school program or an outside provider, thinking about your programs. Is this something that you provide for your youth so that they feel that they can actively engage in the programming that you have, or are there some steps that you need to think about when you look at the populations of students that will be coming to your programs? So diversity is probably the word that scares people or makes people uneasy the most out of all three terms, because when most people think about diversity, they think about race. And that's the stopping point. And even though race is important and we need to talk about it explicitly, it is not exclusively what diversity refers to. And if we get stuck on that, we miss a lot of different other characteristics that are important in terms of what diversity is. And so this is not an inclusive list, but examples of other different types of diversity that we need to think about, including education, religion, region, community, age, gender, culture, and all of those aspects that everyone has and that intersect and make you who you are. And that if you can come to a space with your full self and feel safe enough, you will actually start to engage in programming. So what does outdoor school programming need to look like or need to shift to so that we are actually reaching the youth and that they don't opt out even if there is a program that's available for them in their school district, in the region that they can participate to, and they feel that they will be welcomed and belong in that type of a program. So that all is to say, this is the background, this is the foundation of what my position is, looking at these characteristics specific to each region, specific to each county. And I have an idea of how I can help in your counties and in your region, but really I want to ask how do you see this position helping programming in terms of planning, in terms of getting connected with different providers, or for providers in terms of what kinds of training do you think is needed so that you can effectively reach the youth that come to your programs from different school districts so that you know how to deal with different aspects of the youth's identities. And what does that mean? What does that look like to you? And like Chris said, we're going to go have a question and answer period at the end, so I'm not putting this out there so that you have to think of something right away, but I want you to sit with it and really think about what does that look like for you and for your program, for your school district, for your teacher, for your school. What does that look like in terms of how can you make sure that your students feel that's provided. In our equity stance here at Outdoor School, we realize that we want, as much as we talk about the Outdoor School program, it's umbrella. Underneath are several different types of programs, lots of different types of programs, because we want them to be culturally responsive and reflective to the region, the county, the school. We want to be able to bring in community assets so that there is buy-in from the community and that it feeds back in what the students learn, helps their own communities, helps their schools, and so that everybody is involved in it. It's not a one-off for that 5th grader, for the 6th grader, for the week or the 3 days that they're involved in that program. That it's something that is continuous and is pervasive through the entire community, and everybody feels the benefits of. That's what we're looking forward to. But just to give you some example of what I'm thinking of, needs assessments. So within each region, there are different things that are needed. Some regions have more support, more resources, like Portland Metro, and so there are certain things that they might have. In this region, what is missing? What is missing in terms of professional development for teachers who either run their own outdoor school program or who are working with providers who are providing that outdoor school program for them? What are providers needing to make sure that they can translate their curriculum effectively to students? Family outreach strategies, how can I help you? Or how can the regional positions, once they get situated, how can we help you set up some strategies to reach out to families and communities who haven't been participating and to talk about what the benefits of participating in outdoor school are. What are those? And then, of course, there's curriculum and professional development, which I won't go into. Renee will give some more background information on that, but provider relationships, is there a list that would be beneficial for teachers to have at their fingertips of who's in their region that is providing different outdoor school programming, who's outside of the region, if they wanted to extend that learning to taking their students across the state to see a different ecosystem and to look at the ecological concepts in a different way. Is that something that's important? That's something that I think about, but I really want to be a resource that is providing helpful support. And so really, what kinds of things can you think about in terms of equity, diversity, and inclusion when you're looking at programs that are provided for you or looking at programs that you're providing to students to help them and to go towards this outdoor school for all and make sure that we have programming that is available for all and that all students can effectively participate.